Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Several devotees arrived from Shipur. Since they had come from a great distance, the master could not disappoint them. He told them some of the essentials of spiritual life. Many times, our state of bodily existence becomes tired and exhausted. Sometimes it is out of time, late in the night, in the mid-noon after. Just I am going for food or I am returning from food. Somebody comes from far off. Then that is not the time. I have other things to do, or it is out of time and my body and mind is not permitting to sit. Still, we take the courage, and because the body and mind is given to God and this world. Once given, given forever. Any time anybody can utilize this bodily existence for any time they can call. One of the important principles that we have forgotten from our ancient times is a public person has no private life at all. Even if a sadhaka takes to life of renunciation in the modern times, he has collective duty to seek the welfare of the world. Because the times are changing, the needs are changing, the human trend is changing, human consciousness is changing. And where we used to see divine and all things in divine, and divine as the absolute, that time has gone away. Now we see the world, myself and God independent of each other. Now we have to reverse the process. We must be, instead of seeing the whole world and everything in God, God as the complete whole, now we have to see God in everything. Instead of seeing everything in God and God as the supreme, now it is reversed. To see God in everything, whatever is there in this world, because we are not able to see the transcendental, understand it. The understanding or level also it doesn't get. The transcendental cannot be understood through the mind. A little of touch, glimpse of it we can get through the heart, through love. Intellect and logic, reasoning can never take us beyond the creation. Heart can feel independent of mind and intellect. So here we see that the world is there. Try to see the divine everywhere. Have no raga dvesha. Be pure and simple, noble and divine. Not forcibly you are seeing something. It must become natural because you are moving towards sattva. A rajasic person, a tamasic person, You can ask them to see divine everywhere. They try to force themselves to see. But when sattva raises, rajas, desires and ambitions, attachments, all these decrease because of the decline in rajas and tamas. Alasya, nidra, and all have left you. And excessive anger, excessive lust, greed, all these have gone away. These are all tamasic nature, demonical nature is tamasic. So that has gone away. Rajas, full of ambitions and desires, running about in the world of temporary attainments. That also has fallen away. And you are in sattvic state, in sattva, seeking of God, and the whole thing, relation, to see, if you ask a sattvic person to see divine everywhere, he never asks the question, how to see divine here? He accepts it and starts seeing divine everywhere because he is filled with sattva. Sattva, raja, tamas, the trigunas play an important role in our understanding, ideation, and in our attitudes that we cultivate. So this view becomes so natural as we grow in spiritual life. So this, Sri Ramakrishna, somebody has come from. Several devotees arrived from Shibpur. Since they had come from a great distance, the master could not disappoint them. He told them some of the essentials of spiritual life. Master, one of the things it is being told because Master had a fall and his arm is hurt. Master, God alone is real, all else is illusory. In prime of youth, it is very difficult to make a person understand this truth. As we grow old, we see all those whom we have seen and met have passed away, and whom we are seeing will be going away. So there the understanding changes. God alone is real, all else is illusory. The garden and its owner, God and His splendor. But people look at the garden only. How few seek the owner. Universe, all beings, all things that we are enjoying are garden. There is the owner of garden. We are in a different world of materialistic life. A bee, honey bee, runs from flower to flower. It is not at all interested in flower or plant. Without flower, it can never get honey, but it never thinks that flower is essential. What can I do for the flower? How can I possess a flower my own? All these thoughts doesn't come. It just searches, just the moment it sees the flower, it lands and sees whether honey is there and takes the honey and goes away. the devotee, to Sri Ramakrishna is telling, between the discrimination. How few people seek the owner, a devotee. What is the way, sir? What is the way? Master, discrimination between real and unreal constantly must go on. Nitya, nitya vastu viveka. Not because anitya I am going to throw away or detach. Nothing. I am going to seek this unreal and real differentiation is seen because we are unaware of the real. We are thinking, seen unreal, and unreal as real we have taken. When we start differentiating between real and unreal, eternal and temporary, then we will be able to understand there is a thing called Nitya, real, eternal, unchanging. There is ocean of bliss. Here some droplets are here and they are thrown. There is ocean of Ananda is there. This understanding comes Nitya understanding comes when we differentiate between Nitya and Leela. Once we start differentiating between Nitya and Leela, then slowly we grow into the Nitya and Leela, or Nitya and Anitya. When we see the Anitya as Anitya, being seen Anitya, that is, it is temporal. This is eternal, Nitya. This is passing. We are seeing the passing, not to reject it, but to hold on to the Nitya. I want to hold on to God, so I see the world as passing events. This is passing events. Once you get grip, you see it is like sitting in a boat. And then, if you are not anchored it, we do not know where it will move away. It gets lost somewhere, never to return from the ocean. So, when you have all the power and control over your vehicle to lead it wherever you want and bring it back, then anchoring is done when there is a danger. Otherwise, we do not know how to row, how to go, what to do. I am sitting in as long as such condition is there, we put the anchor. I must be anchored. This world, when we know constantly changing, we hold on to the Nitya to overcome the Anitya. Master, discrimination, real and unreal. One should always discriminate to the effect that God alone is real, the world is unreal. And one should pray with sincere longing. Sri Ramakrishna is telling. See, one should always discriminate to the effect that God alone is real and world is unreal. We can understand passing. It's constantly changing. We can understand. Everything, childhood has gone forever. When we see this, oh, everything is going. The days have gone. Yesterday has gone forever. Today is going. By tomorrow morning, this day has gone away. Never to be seen again. That passing, we can understand. Unreal, real and unreal when it comes. Unreal to think is little difficult. I am seeing it. How can I call it unreal? I am seeing this world. Unreal means I should not be able to see also. Somebody tells something and I tell a lie, it's unreal because it is not there anywhere. It has never happened. So that kind of unreality, I don't say it is not existing. Unreal is not existing. But how to, we can see impermanency, we cannot see unreal. But if we penetrate and see and understand the meaning of unreal, it becomes clear. One of the important thing is, which is constantly changing, which appears and disappears. Do you call it real? Something appeared and disappeared. Event may be real, but object, where from it came, how it appeared, how it went away. If it was real, it should have been there. When we come to philosophy, Trikala Abhadita, it must not be affected by time, then it is real. That which appears in time and disappears in time, appears in space and disappears in space, that we don't call it real. It is transitory. It is appearing and going, disappearing. What is before the time began, which is there, during the existence of time also it is there, afterwards also it is going to be there. That alone is real. The understanding of real. Another way you see, in dream, you are seeing a world which is kalpanika. But as long as you are in dream, it looks, the whole dream looks like real. When you come down to waking state, oh, all that was unreal. Now, after seeing many dreams from childhood, we have come to an understanding what we see in dream is unreal. But every time, every day we are entering into sleep. We are dreaming every day. While dreaming, I can't see it as unreal. When I wake up, I see, oh, that was all false. It was unreal. Like that, when we wake up to the divine from this state of existence, we see whole thing is unreal. Presently, being in this world is like being in dream. When dream breaks, you will see the reality. Then you will know it is unreal. Like that, from inference, we understand this is unreal, temporary, appearing and disappearing. A devotee. But sir, where is our leisure for these things? Master. People think, always this question comes, we don't have time, we don't have time. Morning we have to go, get up, prepare children for going to school. I have to prepare my food for family, other members of the family. And once we get up and enter, we have no rest till the night. One work or the other, one duty or the other, or something or the other. If not, laziness holds us. And where is the time? We have not learned the art of transforming work into worship. The only way, when we are in the modern times where we don't get time at all, to cut off all unnecessary expenditure of time. Time management is an important part of the discipline, spiritual discipline. So, time management, how can I save time and transform? So, a little time is given to contemplation of divine, God and nature and all beings. to expand ourselves to the spiritual levels. But as we go ahead, we see so many things, transformation within happening. It is not an empty journey. Every journey is so sweet. So you are entering into different dimensions which can never be understood what it is unless we experience that. There is expansion of joy, expansion of bliss, expansion of peace, more peaceful than what I have seen, the most peace-giving situation. Beyond that is this peace. So, total freedom. We don't have total freedom here. In the realm of spirit, it begins with freedom. We are bound by nature, our own nature, nature of others, all limitation, limitation, limitation. There it is not there. So, the real and unreal, we slowly come to the awareness what is real and unreal. So in dream, everything happens when you wake up. So we differentiate between Paramarthika Satya and Vyavarika Satya. Vyavarika Satya, we differentiate again from the Pratibhasika Satya, which is appearing as real but not real. Now dream. In deserts we see water, Marichika, which is not there water at all, but we see the water. When we go near and see, there is no water. It appears like water. So this is illusory vision. Though we see, dream we see, we experience. How can I say unreal? Because I've experienced it. But vastutaha, actually it is not there. Dream world, actually it is not there. But I experience it. So this we call experience, but it is not there at all. We call pratibhasika. It appears, pratibhati, as if it is there, but it is not there. Pratibhasika. And another is this Vyavaharika Satya. I see I am Vyavaharika, Vyavahara. In the field of activities of this world, Vyavahara, dealings, I have to deal with this world. Vyavaharika Satya. So I have to give something to somebody, I have to get it. All these dealings happen. So we see the world, that world, but it is not to be there. That day as the days pass, all these whom we have seen, every event enters into darkness, never to be seen again. Now present generation, how they lived, who were there, next few generations afterwards, never it will be known. What is recorded is entirely different from actually what we are experiencing today. History may show so many things, but your experience is entirely different from what the history can quote. So this is called Vyavaharika Satya. Vyavahara continues. And Paramarthika Satya, after realizing God, what world you see is the Paramarthika Satya, in which you will see all the beings and Him in all beings. That is called Paramarthika Satya, one truth that exists at all times, unchanging. So there we can understand what is real. Oh, all this is unreal. We accept if we try to understand the difference between the real and unreal. And one should pray with sincere longing, When we know this to be unreal and also impermanent, where is the permanent? Where is the unchanging? I want to have that unchanging. So with a longing heart, we have to pray, Mother, give me enlightenment. Devotee, where is the time? Master, those who have time must meditate and worship. But those who cannot possibly do so must bow down wholeheartedly to God twice a day. How much of concession you see. Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna goes on telling the alternatives. This you do, if you cannot do this, you do that. In Bhakti Yoga chapter, he goes on, if you cannot do this, you do this. If you cannot do this also, you do this. If you cannot do that also, another. He goes on stepping down. And for the same result. Result will be same. So, wholeheartedly, twice a day, if you cannot meditate, if you cannot do worship and all, because of lack of time, then wholeheartedly bow down to God twice a day. He abides in the hearts of all. He knows that worldly people have many things to do. What else is possible for them? You don't have time to pray to God, therefore give Him the power of attorney. But all is in vain unless you attain God and see Him. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.